So this session, we're going to get you 4 very special people who are within us today, among us today, and they're all 4 from Jaipur. They're very close friends, and each of them has raised at least $1 million in their respective startups. So this is a fantastic combination, and I'm very excited to have all of them come here, have एक दोस्तों के बीच की बातचीत और वो पूरी धंधे की बातचीत होगी. Of course, I assume कि आप जो बातें और भी करते हैं Friday nights को यहाँ नहीं हो रही होंगी. So please keep a filter, guys. So that's why now you know why this event is called Desi Boys. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on the stage our next guest, 4 friends. The first one, Rajendra Lora, the co-founder and CEO of Freshoka. Please, Rajendra. Sharat Bansal, the co-founder and CEO of TiE. We got Tikam Jain, energy yaar. The third one we have is Tikam Jain, the founder and CEO of Sita India. And fourth but not the last, we got Vijay Sharma, co-founder and CEO of Fabric Load. So guys, please take it from here. I want that this has to be one of the richest conversations. And for hosting this event, we've got a very special guest within us, among us today. He's known to be someone who's extremely generous, and he's been everywhere in every field imaginable. Technically, he doesn't need any introduction. I will be, crucified if I give a longer introduction on him. That's been a warning. That dare you try to tell people about him as if they don't know already. But I'll still take the formal leeway here. So just to give you a sense, he's been the only ever global chairman of TiE from Asia, first of all. And he's done multiple businesses in multiple domains and has been mentoring and investing in God knows how many. So you already know him very well, and I would love for you all, by the way, he's also a horse. Right. Do you know he's also a horse, not just a human, not just a man? It sounds odd, right? But he is. Right, you are. So you're a horse on this amazing new funding show by the name Horses Table. Right? This is a fantastic new show that's come up, and it's kicking ass off some of the big names. I'm not going to take them in. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage for some Desi Tarka and Desi Gil, Mr. Mahavir. Thank you so much. Please take it from here. Does he have the choice of chair? No, sorry.
I will sit and they will stand.
Popular demand, sir.
Horses,
we heard horses sleep by standing blood.
Alright, thank you everyone. So we want to, obviously these are 4 great startups that Jaipur has had the privilege and the honor who've scaled up beyond doubt, and I have run into most of them at different points, and they have done a great job, commendable job. So quick round of 1-minute introduction, the sector, the numbers, where you were the first month, where you are now, and what stage of funding or fundraising have you done?
So hi everyone, I'm Sharat Bansal. I am co-founder of Tinkerly. We are into EdTech. We help children learn coding and robotics, IoT, the hands-on applications. First month in 2015, when we first met TiE and Rain, we were working with 1 schools. Today they are working with more than 1,000 schools. And so we have raised about 1.5 million, primary, secondaries. Rain was our first investors. Previous round they got exit about 5x. And one of the leading investors currently is Navneet Education in the company.
Great.
Hello everyone, this is Rajendra Lora. I am founder and CEO at Freshoka. So I started from as a part-time farmer, I will tell that. And today at Freshoka we have a network of 100,000 farmers, more than 1,000 VLEs, and doing business of around 50 crore plus GMV per year. We are almost profitable. We have raised $1.5 million, a team of around 50 plus people.
Wow.
Proud to be in the Hi. My name is Tikam Jain. I am the founder and CEO of Tika India Private Limited, and we are doing the tire management services for the fleet owners. And we have started the revenue from the 25,000 from the April 2016, and now we have a monthly revenue of 1.67 crore every month. And we have got the fund from the Bridgestone tires from like 25 CR so far. Thank you.
Wow, great.
Hi, this is Vijay Sharma. I am a CEO and co-founder of Fabriclore. We are one-stop solution for all fabric needs of fashion brands. We are 90 people team. We have raised $1.75 million as of now, and ARR is approximately 15 to 17 crore rupees.
Wow. So, I mean, incredible, you know, fabric, tires, agri and education, 4 different sectors and scaled up to a much bigger level. Sharad, with you, you've raised money from angels and from institutional investors. What are the good or bad things? Which is better?
Depending on the timings.
Of course, institutional will not come early,
Yes.
but were angels are paid, but the lead angels the biggest paid?
No pain at all. They were always helpful.
They are always there.
Yes.
You're being politically correct because he's sitting there.
No, I'm being honest, but yes, you might not know very.
What has changed with the institutional investor?
So, institutional investors bring more credibility into business, more strategic collaborations and access to the market that comes from the strategic investor. So, you might not be, without strategic you invest 5x, and with strategic you will be investing about
From
2x.
Jugaad you become corporate.
Not corporate, I would still call myself startup.
You are a startup, but still you're more organized, your follow-up, your processes, your department heads, all that changes. I mean, of course, money brings that, but,
Yes.
but that culture brings that also.
Yeah, so it evolves. I mean, definitely some level of it improves, but we are just learning. It was imported from the very early days also. So even when we just had the Indian investments, the processes were set, the governance was there. But of course, the level of it increases as the company grows.
Okay. Rajendra?
Yeah, so I think first thing is like in early stage, every single rupee is important. So like it could be like VC or angels and all. But after VC is like every month the MIS, the reporting should be on that time. Approvals, maybe I can't do transaction, then a limit definitely. But in terms of the business part, I think the level till like you raise below 5 million, they will not interfere much in the business part. We have also changed our business model in the past. Investors were very supportive. But like VCs tell you so many things, they make you make the processes, so it's even become easy to run the businesses. So I think
So basically both of you kind of agree. Do both of you agree or you don't disagree? Or you disagree?
so we are having some point actually.
I will ask all these trick questions, so be ready for it.
Yeah.
You disagree or agree?
Yeah, we are agree somehow.
Some of them?
Yeah.
किसी चीज में agree नहीं करते हो तो बता दो.
So
Angel मतलब ये fund वाले pain in the ass होते हैं ना?
no, it is like we are agree to some extent.
अच्छा, so agree. Pain are they a pain?
No. So
So you have a fund on your cap table
yes. So we don't have that type of experience as of now.
as of now.
As of now.
बाद में हो जाएगा. Okay, so now you know this. I met about 25 startups pitching to me. Many single founders, many multiple founders. I know you are multiple founders and there are single founders here. Good things about co-founders.
Startups with a lot of ups and downs. Co-founders helps like at a single time, all 4 will not be down and all 4 will not be up. So it's a balance that contains they are all up.
But the synergy, disagreements, how you handle them?
We handle. I mean, it is something for the good actually. If someone is disagreeing, but if we have a system that okay, make it healthy, so it helps. And we have also the key part is we have distributed our roles and responsibility very clearly from very early days. Like first 1 year we were doing everything. We were switching roles every 2 months. But after 1 year, we know that I am interested into finance or marketing, someone is interested in sales, someone into product. We don't interfere much with everybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so like when I started, we were 3 co-founders. Like I was full-time and 2 part-time founders. But the challenge, so I have faced the challenges of like many co-founders, and both 2 were like my childhood friend, and like we were great friends. But when like business go like this, so like एक साल बाद में क्या हुआ, एक खाली हो गया, फिर एक साल बाद दूसरा खाली हो गया. So ये होता है कि co-founders के लिए आप like you can't decide कि कौन होने वाला है, किसके साथ जमने वाला है, क्योंकि आपके I have experienced that
So आपका experience अच्छा नहीं रहा co-founder का?
Yeah, अच्छा नहीं रहा. Then my wife was also working in the same company, so I said we are the co-founders now. And now we are building together, and now it's like
We are married for life now.
Yes. With the
No, but
company.
still, what was the biggest disagreement between them and you?
Yeah, so like everyone have different vision. So they wanted to. So one was in US, Amazon. One was in Australia. Because they were getting money, and here it was hard. Like there was not. So they have not decided that everyone's vision should be same. कि कितने दिनों बाद हमें पैसा बनना स्टार्ट होना चाहिए या कितने दिन हम सर्वाइव कर सकते हैं. वो आपका रेफरेंस बेस होना चाहिए. I can survive for 2 years. The other one can only survive.
Do all four lead or just one person leads amongst the four of you?
So overall, I mean,
नहीं कई बार अगर दो वोट इधर है दो वोट इधर है तो फैसला कौन करता है?
so fortunately मतलब अभी तक आज तक वोट करना नहीं पड़ा हमको. We agree to get.
तो यार बहुत अच्छी गाय हो गए. शेर में बहुत लड़ाई किया करो. Disruption is important within, you know. उबाल तो आना चाहिए ना.
नहीं बिल्कुल लड़ाई होती है लेकिन बाद में इन द एंड एग्री कर जाते हैं.
Agree कर
So
जाते हैं.
we fight till you are not
follow the
convinced.
principle, either convince me or get convinced.
Yes.
ठीक है. What is your experience been with?
So my experience like initial days having a one founder is good, but when we are growing it, when we are taking more steps and when the departments are in the synergies and things are very different and it is a bigger challenges or bigger work is there. So that time the co-founder is.
You are a single.
I'm a single founder.
आपने co-founder हो गया नहीं हुआ?
No.
Bridgestone ने कोई
Bridgestone is not a. See, Bridgestone is having our. They are the directors for somehow.
मुझे ये भी मालूम है आपका एक इन्वेस्टर था जो निकल गया और Bridgestone आया.
Yes.
So the challenges, and I will come to that also from investment point of view and compliance and governance point of view. How was your experience dealing with an individual and now with a corporate investor?
So when the corporate investor like Bridgestone came into our cap table and they are with the directors and some of their decisions, so I think they are giving me the good governance or the compliance and all such of processes.
Interference?
So far, no, there is not much interference, but yes, wherever we require some guidance or
Do you
anything.
think it's a challenge from CIT MRFs of the world because Bridgestone is on your capital?
No, we are not challenging because we are getting a business from them also, right? Apollo, C8 or the other player also they are getting the business and Bridgestone is not having
मतलब
any
उनसे
business.
इस बात पर disagreement नहीं होती कि Bridgestone के होने से नुकसान हो रहा है.
Yeah, somehow, sometimes it is there, but whatever the business it is feel like they can get it and they will have an agreement on this. Yeah, so that business they are giving it to us, not all the places.
Vijay, you're two founders, right?
We are 3 founders.
3, okay.
Yeah, it's good to have founders so that you can split the roles and responsibilities. So my experience is good.
Disagreement?
No disagreement. We sometimes have differences of opinions, but that's it. That's an opinion. That's not a major differences.
But then you agree to disagree and you go in one direction.
Yes, 100%.
So I'll start with you because I feel सब जवाब देते हैं तू सबसे हाँ में हाँ मिला है.
मुझे नहीं लग रहा था चेंज कर दिया आपने.
Change वो मैं करता हूँ मेरे offline versus online.
100%.
तो भाई सवाल तो होने ना पूरा.
Sorry.
You know, education, and I guess this is a question for everyone, you know. There's a big competition. So मैं पहले तो rapid fire है. एक चीज choose करनी है, फिर मैं सवाल पूछूंगा. Offline और online?
Offline.
Online.
तू और मैं एक पार्टी में ये तीनों online. Okay, so you defend offline first.
So, because I come from the fashion industry, where touch and feel and the customer face to face is important. So, I'm not saying online is not the way to go, but offline is the stable and long lasting plus online. So
That's all. But you need to have offline also.
Yes.
So we'll say like when we are doing the time management or all such of things, and the real-time data monitoring where we have a IoT devices and the application, where the online is giving the more power because wherever our customer is.
लेकिन आप त्रिची के किसी ट्रक के ट्रांसपोर्टर को कैसे ऑनबोर्ड करेंगे?
So we can have an online system where they can come to our portal and they can register.
Your marketing is online?
Yeah.
Your outreach is online?
We have an offline presence also. So that they can go there, they can pitch the
So
different.
do you think that आप जयपुर में बैठ के तमिलनाडु में
I'll give you the best example here is we pitched from here to Africa and we given them a solution from here to there and they have taken our product and they
without
have
anyone being on the ground?
no. So
वहाँ पे कोई था ना एजेंट आपका?
nobody was there earlier, but when they asked for our product and then we given the solutions and we given online meetings and all, and then now they are taking our services from the last 3-4 months now.
Great. Why
So
online?
it can't be like 100% online or 100% offline. So it's like I have done offline. So but the challenge was to scale that, right?
Just explain to the audience what was the offline, क्या किया और फिर अब online क्या हुआ?
Yeah, so we sell agri input to the farmer. So we opened almost 40 stores in almost like 10 districts, and we started selling agri input. But the challenges were the inventory management, like people do fraud with you if you don't have technology there. So what we have come to a model that instead of these centers, let's develop an app and it will be in the pocket of one person, with one village level entrepreneur, and who will through this app sell to the farmers. So we don't have to like manage physical inventory, and we will deliver these products from the central warehouse. So this is how we have seen like agri is also a sector where I think if you need to scale some business, you have to make online presence. So today these VLEs are coming through digital market, digital aids and all, and we have been able to scale from the level where we were starting.
Sure.
Yeah, so we started as an offline company working with the schools physically, and then every time we pivoted, we did something online, in some process online. But a very simple use case I'll give is that India has 15 lakh schools and 50 million students. अब अगर क्लासरूम्स के अंदर हमें कोडिंग पढ़ानी है और अगर सीकर के या किसी उसकी भी नागौर के किसी तहसील के स्कूल में अगर कोडिंग सिखानी है तो जयपुर या बैंगलोर का कोडिंग टीचर उठ के वहाँ नहीं जाएगा. So what we are doing is we are conducting even live. We are outsourcing that coding classes of the schools and then bringing the Bangalore-based teacher to teach in the Sikar or the Nagaur districts or that particular rural school. So online can only do this. That India's education is so vast that only scale is from online.
हो गया आपका जवाब. मेरा एक घूमा के सवाल पूछ रहा हूँ. Same सवाल. Do you think you can do offline after you build a brand? Or because offline brand building is very difficult. Once you are known online, then your offline presence helps, because otherwise just cold emails to 15,000 schools will not get you the results. Now that you have become a brand and you have traction and you have money to push and spend, don't you think Byju's or Nykas of the world, having built the brand online, are now going offline because now they have that recognition and they don't need to advertise in my only?
Right.
Is that a correct assumption or a wrong assumption?
So you're right. I mean, content dissemination or distribution of the product could be digitalized, but depends. Like in the B2B business, sales could not be done completely online. Like when you come to B2C side of EdTech, then sales can be online, but delivery cannot be online. So it's a combination. Company has to identify sectoral identification key, what could be digitized and what could not be digitized.
So basically, all these youngsters, we are telling them to go online, build their existence and a revenue model, unit economics, be a brand, and then if need be, to send people offline and try and reach out to more people. Is that
Future expansion, sir.
future expansion? You agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that, and also like it's always because to create a differentiator, there should be a technology, right? So technology, the online presence can only make you different than any other traditional business. Whatever business, it's like similar to some of the offline businesses or traditional businesses. So you should like, and you are 100% correct that if you have online presence, it's very easy to,
Yeah.
So, when we are starting from the online, suppose the customer is giving 25,000 business every month, and when we are reaching, and after that, if we are offline, we are reaching, then this will become like 2 lakh 5,000 or 50,000 or 20 lakhs and all. So this is like from online we are starting, and then we are increasing our business around like 25,000 to 25 lakh.
तो एक बार आपका टेक्नोलॉजी अडैप्ट हो गई मेजॉरिटी से, then offline does help. And I want to hear your case study, because you are one example who's gone online to offline and now you're opening stores across India. Go ahead.
So we will, as you rightly said, that brand building exercise, at least people know that you are a company who do what you do, basically messaging and all these things. It is important to capture the audience and eyeball basically online. Then customer, conversion of a customer and building the trust offline is very important thing. So we already have one store and planning to open second store in Gurgaon in January.
Now, I would ask you short questions, but you can give long answers. Biggest challenge that you faced in the EdTech sector, or you foresee in the EdTech sector?
It's very, very much changing. I mean, it changes very
Because I know you were doing something else and you're doing something now. I did not invest in this company.
Right, I mean, this evolution is very fast in EdTech and impact is very little. So, what you teach today to the child, is it very helpful? You would know.
Tomorrow there will be no code. What will you do?
There will be no code, but we are into hands-on. So we are only seeing that 10 साल बाद बच्चे को क्या काम आएगा, कौन सा स्किल आएगा. 10 साल बाद आपको वेब डेवलपर और ऐप डेवलपर्स की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. 10 साल बाद आपको डिजाइनर्स चाहिए, इंटरैक्टिव कोर्स चाहिए. IoTs and AI is really more important. So we are teaching that side of code. We are not teaching them web development.
Agri.
Yeah, so
Is it changing? I think agri is one sector that has not adopted technology as much as it should.
yeah, so that's the biggest challenge, that how you will make people adopt or use the technology. So FreshoCut, we come up with solution that we will not go to every farmer that you use my mobile application. In an average population of around 150 families in a village, we will identify one person, that village level entrepreneur, whom we call this Sarthi. We will educate one person and we will train him. He will educate to 150. So this is how, let's say in Rajasthan we have around 45-50,000 villages. We only have to go to 45,000 people to reach to around like 6 lakh farmers. So this is how the challenge is only technology part, but we should have solutions.
What states are you in?
So right now we are in Rajasthan and some 2 districts of MP.
And how do you plan to scale pan-India?
So it's not about India, it's about how many villages we are into. So today we are actively doing business in around like 1500 villages. So our target is like 1600 and like that. So it's not about like which border we are crossing, it's about like which villages we are choosing, where we are onboarding these VLEs and getting.
In your sector, in the logistics or tire or IoT devices sector?
So that is also changing, yeah.
GPS.
So earlier, you feel it today, every vehicle is having the GPS. Just now we got one particular product, TPMS, where we got the patent also. So that is a product which is the scalable from the same way, where like 18 lakh vehicles are there, where you don't have a TPMS devices. But that is required for this particular industry. So that is where Fleeka is coming into the picture actually.
You're ready for the change?
We are ready for the change.
Always ready to pivot?
Yes.
Vijay?
So fashion industry is changing. People are getting more and more conscious that what they are wearing, and people are very conscious that because when the middle class income grows, it goes mostly on the fashion basically. They would like to improve their lifestyle. They would.
Sorry. Go ahead.
So yes, fashion is changing. People are more conscious that what they are wearing, and we have to adapt the new trends basically all the time.
Is it just designed for you, or is it also texture, organic, sustainable,
organic, yeah.
all that?
Yes. People are more conscious. In West already, people are going towards the sustainable, environment-friendly materials and all the other things, and that change is going to come to India very soon.
Yeah. So now, I know you've already gone to Africa. I'll start with you again. India is a big enough market for you, or global is the market?
No. India is a big market altogether, and
You don't want to go global?
we would like to go global, but because I think India is the only country which has money, market, and talent basically. So India has still a lot of potential there. But yes, global expansion is important for brand building and all the other things which we are doing. And today only that we get approximately 30% revenue from the foreign markets, but growing in India.
Foreign developed or South
Developed.
So we wanted to work in India, but going outside is actually giving you the good margins and credit, and also not having a bigger issues. So these are the two things which is very important for the any business. So that is why we are going global, and we are putting the SaaS product also there. So that is helping us actually.
So I'll change the question. Global name, collaborations. So for example, would you rather not go to Bangladesh and go to the villages in Bangladesh and have a vertical which speaks the local language, and of course when you go down south or east, and I will come to you on languages too. Don't you think that would be a far faster way to grow than from 15,000, 16,000, 17,000 villages?
Here it's like we don't have single service, so we are going to a platform like model. So we have target to scale in Rajasthan, MP and Gujarat. In 3 states, if we can penetrate properly, we can build like $20-50 billion company. So our target is like focus there.
And you want to stop at 50 million?
No, not million.
Billion, okay.
Yeah. So we don't want to stop there, but we want that all these 15 million farmers' data should be through us, they should be connected to us. So multiple, there will be 10, 15 kind of services which will be listed through our platform and which will be going to the farm.
Language, are you working with Gujarati?
So right now, all are mostly like is working in Hindi, the application, everything.
These states are Hindi speaking.
Yeah, Hindi speaking.
Language in your case?
Yeah, language is very important. We are focusing vernacular. Currently, our courses are available in English and Hindi. But we have done piloting that into Gujarati and Marathi, and we are like within 15 days we can come create our entire content in a new language wherever we want.
For us, like drivers are also using our application, so it is a multi-language already. So it is like a Gujarati, Tamil, Telugu, and Hindi also.
So that helps, right?
Yeah, that is helping it out.
Tell your fellow
It
friends.
is always helping where when we are going outside and the drivers or the fitters or our authorized centers who is not aware of the English and all. So it is always helping it out.
Your call center, sales team, do they need to know language or it doesn't matter?
No, English
works there.
English works there. Because private label and brands, English is the most common, only language in the world people understand.
Well, yeah, India is pretty easy.
Pretty easy.
With English. My question is that where do you see yourselves 5 years from now? Are you still going to be part of the company? Are you going to be exiting?
So maybe it is a problem for me. When I still remember that when I started my first startup, I wrote on a PPT that I will make 1 lakh rupees a business per month, basically. So from that background I come. So I see that I would like to be actively participate in the business because which we are building day in day out basis. I would like to see that company goes and our investor make money which they have invested on us. That's
You want to buy back the investors?
I don't have money for that actually.
No, but eventually to come out. I want to know your intention. होगा क्या वो तो भगवान जाने.
No, I would like to be with the company and would like to grow up
Do
to.
you have equity left to control the company?
Yes.
You will. Okay. Where do you see yourself 5 years?
So after 5 years, like it will be like the revenue will be more than 2,000 crore, and we are working towards into that.
You'll still be in the company?
I will be in the company in that time.
Bridgestone will not acquire.
Bridgestone is not acquiring maybe because maybe I will buy back some of the shares or then maybe some of the PE or the different funds.
You still have majority.
Yeah, right now I am the majority partner. Yes.
What will happen in your case?
So I think it's already 6
Or
years.
your wife will buy your share.
No. So I think we like more than 50% chance of getting good exit and giving good exit to investors. Already 6 years. So it will be
This morning, I'm sorry, we had speakers who were startups and they, the 2 sessions that I heard. Now they're investors. We need more investors. You will make money and become investors.
Right, so
You will
that's
become
the-
that?
Yeah, so I started the other part also already, exploring that. So target is to get the good exit in next 5 years at least. So it can take, it's not like in next 1 or 2 years, but by the 5 years it will be
Done.
I think in our sector also, a strategic exit would be a good route because into edtech there are either unicorns available right now. So creating or investing the same money into same process is not right. What we are concerned about is after 5 years, majority of the students are using my product. Whatever route it goes is fine.
So, there's a hybrid model to both of you. I mean, every unicorn that you know, they're still CEOs and running the companies in India, and they're investors too, and pretty active too. So a hybrid model can work, no? Yes?
Yeah, there is. I'm already in some of the.
Because you guys are experienced startups, and your money invested is very smart money. And I would appreciate if you gave the money back to the startups. Because you got the money at the early stage and 1 lakh rupees महीने की लड़ाई नहीं होनी पड़ती.
Surely. So this is the same concept. I'm agree to it. We are doing it so far and working towards into that.
You will be content to do that, right?
Yeah.
100% intend to do that.
Great. Okay. Audience questions भेज देना मुझे कैसे आएंगे? WhatsApp पे आएंगे मेरे पास. Arun? So the number is there if anyone has any questions, for these young guys. The competition in your sector ever increasing. How do you deal with it? 2 ways. One is revenues, second is stress. How do you deal with both?
So revenues, the more than revenue, what increases is that the cost of acquiring business.
Are you profitable?
No.
You were burning.
Yes.
And when do you intend to be operationally profitable?
Yeah, so we were once in 2017-18, we were profitable. Then we chose to reinvest and build a brand, go into consumer. Last year we decided to go full-fledged into consumer segment.
How important it is to be operationally profitable from investors' point of view and your point of view? Is it important?
Depends on how easily capital is available in the market at that point of time. So right now it is.
So now combine my first question with this answer: increasing competition, stress on revenue, stress on the mind from the investors to grow the top line. How do you deal with that?
We play cricket, and I think I look forward to playing the startup Premier League.
ये तो he should be BJP में होना चाहिए। साला क्वेश्चन को इग्नोर कर रहे हैं। रात को बेटा नींद नहीं आती है। How do you deal with? Are you cash flow positive?
Yeah, we will be in next 3 to 4 months.
Operationally profitable.
No, net profitable.
Net profitable. No, but are you unit economics positive, right?
Yes, yes.
And so how do you deal? So you don't have to deal with the competition as much.
Yeah, competition.
But what about the revenue stress?
Revenue is also not a challenge. Once we become profitable, right now we have money available, and if we will be profitable, even we can also scale with the debt fund, right? So the target is to scale at least like 3 to 4x every year, which we have done almost 3x in the last year. So target is to like grow sustainable now onwards, because looking at the market conditions, our competitors are also too much big right now, but thing is like everyone having some challenges. So we are just observing the market, how they are dealing with it, and waiting for the right time.
मियां बीवी में लड़ाई नहीं होती?
Yes,
वो सबकी होती है, किसका धंधे का?
धंधे में ऐसा होता है कि कौन से एम्प्लॉय को रखना, कभी मैंने हायर कर लिया उसको नहीं जमता तो उसको लेके काफी नौबत होती है।
मेल और फीमेल एम्प्लॉय?
नहीं, वो दोनों में क्या होता है कि बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि उसमें कहते हैं मैंने बताया नहीं
फीमेल एम्प्लॉय रखने को होती है कि मेल एम्प्लॉय?
नहीं, वो दोनों में मेल एग्नोस्टिक। तो चैलेंज ये आता है कि जैसे उसको लगता है कि सही नहीं है, तो मेरे को लगता है नहीं टैलेंटेड ऐसा है, फिर 3 महीने बाद उसको फायर करना पड़ता है, तो ऐसा लगता है कि मैंने कहा था उस दिन।
I love this मैंने कहा था ना। How do you you're profitable?
We are operationally profitable.
Operationally profitable.
Yes.
And no stress from your.
No, it is not a stress. It is we are enjoying and it is a fun of doing it. So that's how.
Acquisition is easy.
सच बोल रहा है।
सच ही बोल रहा है।
नहीं, हम बोल देंगे।
ये क्या है?
You see.
बीजेपी, आप, कांग्रेस और yeah, they are all dodging questions. Stress तो है। बाल बता रहे हैं।
See, it is sometimes when it is a stress when you need to take some hard decisions and all, because last time when the COVID came into and you need to deal with it and it is a funding is going on, so that time it is bit stress because it's single founder or anything that is came up. But yes, we have to deal with it and we have to have a solution. It is always the positive approach to the solution.
Got it. Vijay.
We are unit level economics profitable and going to be operationally profitable in next 2 to 3 months time. I should say that stress is good if you can handle it in a better way. If you can take 8 hours of a sound sleep, so I feel that not that type of stress which we cannot bear it.
नहीं but लेकिन नींद तो उड़ती है।
नहीं, 8 घंटे की नींद मतलब 8 घंटे की नींद, प्लेन टेक ऑफ होगा उससे पहले सो जाएंगे, जब उतरेगा तो 99% टाइम पे बोलेंगे उठ जाओ भाई सब आ गया
ऐसा नहीं है?
99%.
Challenges on scaling up. I mean, I know I want to get okay, लड़ाई हो गई. Positive stories. Somewhere that you were positively surprised with the outcome of something, some experiment that you did, or the numbers that went up. Some positive story that you can't forget and it makes you feel good and gets your stress levels down. क्या हो सकती है?
हमारे बिजनेस के अंदर हम लोगों ने जब स्टार्ट किया था 5 साल पहले, तो B2C सोच के स्टार्ट किया था, ब्रांड बिल्डिंग स्टार्ट की थी बेसिकली कि हम B2C कंज्यूमर हमसे फैब्रिक खरीदेगा और जाके सिलवाएगा जाके। 4 महीने पहले हमको लगा यार ये AOV बढ़ती नहीं है, फेसबुक गूगल पैसा ले जाता है, समझ में नहीं आता है हम क्या कर रहे हैं, हम खुद कमाने के लिए बैठे हैं या पेपाल को और डिलीवरी कंपनीज को और फेसबुक गूगल को पैसा देने के लिए बैठे हैं। So we thought let's have a pilot on private labels and brand for B2 small b or B2 SME, and the results was phenomenal. And the whole strategy in the company in last 3 to 4 months we are in a transition phase, but that was very nice.
Good story with you.
Yeah, so the story is like when the customer is coming into. So I give the, see, we are a customer. So we suddenly went there and we said, we have a 5 minutes to sit. Now in the 5 minutes we need to explain our product and everything. So when we started explaining them, he spent 1.5 hours with us. Then he given the work order and he'll say, you just wait for 15 minutes, you will get a work order. So that is the story which is always be with us and it is giving a comfort always even whenever we are going to the customer or whenever our salesperson is going to the customer.
This was when you were there for the sales or salesperson?
No, I was personally not there because it is a VRL, we don't want to take any chance.
We don't want to check. VRL the biggest customer?
Yeah, he's one of the
One of the biggest. Good story.
Yeah, so we started with a model of like buying directly from farmers and selling to B2B customers like hotels and all. So we shut down that model after 2.5 years, and after I think 3-4 months the COVID came. So good part was that we shut down it before 3 months, otherwise हमारा car पे कैसा डूब सकता था. Then we also added services like agri input and all with offline and online mix. But then we realized like we are unable to scale it, so we changed the model. We are good part is that today we are 100% online. We are the only agri startup which is doing business 100% online, and that's good part. And today we also feel like we have created the model where like people are using technology at the village level, and companies like Syngenta, Basel, UPL are coming to us that we want to sell our product through you, and I think these will be potential exit viewers in the future.
क्या बात, smile आ exit सुनते ही smile आती है मुझे. हाँ जी.
So I think we were in the first 6, so we just completed 7 years of our Tinkerly, and first 6 years or 5.5 years we were in the B2B segment, working with only schools, and then we decided that okay, let's go consumers. COVID has come in, जो plan था 1 साल बाद का उसको prepone करते हैं. So I think then there was a question mark among all our stakeholders कि कर पाओगे या नहीं कर पाओगे, even when we go to the investors. So once we raised the money from the meet, I think within just 5 months we increased our B2C MRR from 2 lakhs to 30 lakhs. That is an achievement that we see that okay, B2B we see clear and B2C we see clear. I think that is the learning that makes us happy.
That makes you happy. Okay, so I have many questions and I'll quickly go through them. Some questions are overlapping what we did to you in the industry that's loss making, without naming all of them. I don't know of any profit making company in that sector. How do you intend to survive and compete with them? And they're much more funded than you are.
We have to find our own niche. That is the only way. And we have found the niche. So all the edtech, most of the primary edtech is serving, especially in K-12, is the creamy layer market or the upper premium income market. We are looking to serve the affordable segment market, and that is very late even now, and has the potential to be profitable in that segment.
Valuation. Do you think India market is overvalued or undervalued? एक ही बात आप बोल रहे हैं, एक ही बात.
See, it is all the sectors actually they are giving the different type of valuations actually.
I mean, let me rephrase this question. So when you were raising money, or if you are raising money now, and you were raising at X valuation, have the investors agreed to you on that valuation, or do they negotiate?
No, investor in their own mindset they always be whatever the value that we are going to tell them, and then they are calculating. They also don't have a specific method or the.
There is no method.
Yeah.
But how far apart what was your last round valued at?
So that is a good valuation that we got it. So
You don't want to tell them. Undisclosed. Yeah, Vijay.
So कल I think I had a chance to sit as an observer. I thought मैं शरद को बोलना था यार हम तो अपने को बहुत undervalued quote करते हैं basically हमेशा. So but still I feel it's a buyer and seller business. Basically investor would like to see the potential and how the company can grow, and the valuation is not a very big thing.
Well, I hate these formulas.
Yeah.
What is your thought on valuation? And India is a good. See, the people who were pitching yesterday who were trying to raise the first money, they just throw numbers at you because they want to test the reaction क्या आता है. उससे फर्क नहीं पड़ता. In your state, when you've done 1, 2, or 3 rounds of funding, now do you think it's realistic from what it was 3 years ago, or India is still not correctly valued and undervalued in comparison to US or other countries?
So I think it's if you look at valuation in isolation, there is no sense at all. What valuation matters is कि investor ने जो X amount invest किया, it should make some return at the exit. So can you see that visibility? So last year projections were different, so valuations were going insane. बट एज अ फाउंडर अगर मार्केट से थोड़ा कनेक्टेड हो तो उनको पता होना चाहिए कि किस टाइम पे कितनी वैल्यूएशन सीख करनी चाहिए. Some people are living in the last year even now, so that is they just spend time.
Got it.
I feel like there are like 10% of even the top startups are like overvalued, right? And they also their valuation got corrected. Like I'm talking about unlisted companies. So I think it's depend. Right now, like everything is getting corrected, and I still like some of the companies are like overvalued according to us. And in every round, whenever we went to investor, there were negotiations. It was dependent like किसने अच्छा negotiation कर लिया. But every time I think investor every time negotiate, and we also have to.
Got it. The next question is employees, old employees, ESOPs. How important they are to your company?
Old employees are very important. I mean, you have to, if you lose an old employee, you lose a lot of unprocessed or undocumented knowledge or that they have created. So, huge value. Whatever way you can hold them, you should do.
Anyone had a bad experience with an employee leaving? A key employee leaving?
We have like ESOPs. So
No, but no one has quit. You left your company.
yes, so
They
do?
It's
Yeah.
been COVID, a lot of people like.
Yeah.
but core team like so our strong part is like our core team is there from when we have built the team. So they are there in all the ups and downs. That's an important part.
So the team which is like there in 2016 with us, the developers and all, they are there with us so far. And the bad experience we are saying like in the month of April recently, all the 4-5 employees left with the core person, and I was in the back actually.
Wow. Then how did you deal with it?
Then I managed it somehow, and I have taken a charge. And the second layer or the third layer team is they managed it, and they were there from the last 3-4 years. So that is where the confidence and things is given back to me.
That was huge stress at that point.
Yeah, that is a huge that time.
So we are not in that situation because the key employees are the partners of the company. So we have not gone through with that. We have not gone through that phase actually.
Have you, any of you faced challenges on employees and quality of employees in Jaipur? Or you do, or you're outsourced and they're sitting in other cities? Technology, tech.
Yes. Yes.
Challenge.
Challenge is there because still
Attrition is high.
it's difficult to get mid to high level people in Jaipur because they would like to prefer at the age of 40, 45.
How do you solve that problem?
So we are in the process of getting mid level and below mid level people basically, and when we open the different offices in other part of the India, then we'll go for that higher people basically.
Then you will hire these people.
Yeah, we are getting some of the challenges for this technology based. Whenever like we'll say you want to build some AI product, ML or the hardware, IoTs and all. So that is
It is a challenge.
It is a challenge.
It is a challenge in
So
Jaipur.
I got a strong CTO, one of my batchmate only. So like technology is not. I'm also techie from my background, so not much challenges. And our people require is like they are like BSc agriculture. So we have not faced many challenges till now. So let's see how it's going in the future.
We see challenge.
Then you see a challenge. Are you planning to open out your techs outside of Jaipur? Delhi NCR, Bangalore, Hyderabad?
Not now. I mean, half of our team is still working from home, so we are fine with that.
So I think the important part is to build a strong team in Jaipur. Is like here retention will be high. If people who want to stick to their family here, so I believe like building a great team, it will be hard work. But if you can build it, the best part is building here instead of like Bangalore, Mumbai, Delhi.
See, if we are not getting the good resources in here, then we supposed to have outside the place actually.
So we are not primarily a tech company. So
But designers?
Designer is not an issue. We can get a designer.
We can get designers. Yes. Alright, so this basically brings us to the end of the questions. Any last comments? You want to thank Jaipur or the environment, the ecosystem here, and how do you feel that we at TiE, all of you are now TiE members, right? How can we change and continue to change the ecosystem that we belong to, which is Jaipur, Rajasthan? Your vision and your thoughts on the new type of anyone. Right.
So I was in Bangalore for 6-7 months, in Mumbai for 2 years. When I left job there and came to Jaipur, so my boss said like, "तो एकदम पागल हो गया, गांव से आके वापस गांव में जा रहा है," right? So I wanted to prove him even wrong, in not only in that way. So I thought, how many people will be there who come from village and come back to the village and do something for them? So I think we need to have that kind of mindset instead of going there, because it's not about like we can say we don't have many unicorns from Jaipur and in Bangalore there are so many. It's only about mindset and your hard work. I think I am here from last like 5 years. मैं 6 बजे घर चला जाता हूँ, 10:30 सो जाता हूँ, सुबह 6 बजे उठता हूँ, एकदम क्वालिटी लाइफ है. So I think
कम्यूट नहीं है.
commute like गाड़ी लेके जाओ ना आप 20 मिनट में कहीं पे पहुंच जाते हैं.
इतना नहीं है जितना बैंगलोर में है.
Right. So point is like I think this here is a great community. We got support from like starting from
So
the
you will intend to continue to be here and
yes and motivate people and even stakeholders that build it together. Let's help because there are great startups and they are building. So my vision is to like maybe I have faced so many challenges. Right. I want the other startup founders face only 10% of them.
great. Sure.
So we were benefited by Jaipur's ecosystem greatly. I mean, we raised funds from Rajasthan in just 5 months of our launching. Officially, if you see within 3 months.
Did IIT Tag help you?
No, so when
But we had two MNITs who were awed by IIT, I think.
right, so that helps. So the tag helps in terms of getting introduced. It does not help in getting decided. So when we first met, just a small story. So जब हम पहली बार pitch किया था अपने rank को, so they said कि how many customers you have? I said none, but you get soon. So you get one customer.
MGD was your first customer.
Yeah. So before that, I mean, that was a condition that if you get one customer at least within 1 month, we got that in just 7 days. So I think that is it.
What do you want to do for Jaipur ecosystem? Now you are a beneficial, so what do you want to do?
So I mean, all capacities. I have already been doing it, and in all capacities, from any sort of mentoring and in any sort of future investing. Also, it started recently. About 4 angel investments I've done.
Great.
And I want that more
When you
people.
say I, is it just you or everyone else is also doing it?
Me and some ways one of my co-founder also participated.
So I shifted from Delhi to Jaipur last year, and approximately had 12 months now basically. And Delhi pollution was 300-400 ppm was a normal affair during Diwalis, and ठंड के अंदर 500 ppm तो पहुंच जाता था आराम से. जयपुर में 50, 60, 70 ppm से ऊपर कभी जाता नहीं है. तो quality of life is far better in the metro cities. Second thing is I'm very new to the ecosystem. I have just because के ऑफिस के पास में मेरा ऑफिस है, so I am very new to this ecosystem, but let's see how I can contribute.
आगे पीछे ही है. But how do you want to contribute or give back to the ecosystem here locally?
Yes. अभी मैं कह नहीं सकता हूँ because still I'm not decided कि कैसे करना.
Not as an investor, even if you guys mentor and take 1 hour out on a daily basis, I think collectively not only will we get good startups but also a good ecosystem.
मेरा सर इसमें एक point of view है because we are still not that type of startup which has been reached on the autopilot mode. We are struggling day in day out basis, keeping our foot on the ground all the time. तो मुझे लगता है कुछ समय के लिए mind your own business करना चाहिए ताकि अपने scale को थोड़ा सा.
You want to wait it out and then give it back.
Yes, 100%.
So the startup ecosystem like in Rajasthan or the Jaipur, they just supported a lot from the day when we started Flickr, from like you can name it startup voices or I started.
Were you at Bhamasha also at one point?
Yeah, I was there in Bhamasha.
I met you there now.
Yes,
now
yes.
I remember.
So I started there and TiE, few of the events that we have attended in Bombay or the Delhi or all. So now, yes, this ecosystem is supported a lot for last few years, and we wanted to give back again now. That is where we just wanted to mentor some of the startups and yeah.
So the future unicorns, ladies and gentlemen, thank you everyone.
Thank you.